we doing? What were we doing at the Constitution, at the time of the Constitution? What were black people doing?
We were picking their cotton.
We were slaves.
And their tobacco.
Why would a black person want to go back to that? Yeah. I understand these racists. I understand how racists want to go back to slavery when we got a black president. So they want us all to go back to slavery. I understand that. But
I don't think they do. I don't think they care. I don't think people, Republicans or Democrats really give a damn about.
Bill Clinton was a Democrat.
I think they care about us positively or negatively. I think they're worried about themselves. I think they're worried about their own bank account.
Were they murdering people when Bill Clinton was president? Were they killing people, his supporters? It's a simple question.
Were they killing Bill Clinton's supporters?
Yeah.
I doubt it, no. I'm sure that some of Bill Clinton's supporters were murdered.
Oh, shut up.
What are you saying, though?
I'm saying that racists don't like the president because he's black, and that's why they're killing people. And for you...
I'm not debating the fact that there are people that do not want President Obama to be president because he is black. However, I think that is so irrelevant, his race, because his record is bad enough.
What about his record is bad? What about his record is bad? Well, then he's black. Okay, that's the racism, you stupid idiot.
I already told you what was bad about his record, and you told me that I was lying.
No,
so why would I repeat it? The unemployment rate, consecutive months.
You don't know his record, do you? You don't know his record, do you? You just know he's black.
I'm trying to tell you right now.
You talked about the gas.
You tell me listen, you listen.
Gas was $5 under Bush. You talked about gas. Gas was $5 under Bush. Gas is $3.89 now. So it can't be gas.
Why not? Because in January 2009, when his presidency started, it was $1.89. I'm not talking about Bush. I have not defended Bush one time.
It can't be gas.
Come on, bro.
Gas is coming down.
Okay, so let's move on from gas. Gas is coming down because high is. Oh, okay, you're right. Okay, do you want me to give you more?
Government in half. What else? Next one.
He's black.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Okay,
I missed the fact that he's black.
I must have been asleep for that part of his presidency when he cut the government in half because I have not seen that at all. Credit rating has been.
He cut NASA. Why don't we have a space shuttle anymore?
Hold on. Do you want me to tell you his record or not?
Program anymore. How come we don't have a war anymore?
You don't want me to tell you the record? Then don't ask me to tell you the record because I'm trying to tell you the record.
Stop lying!
3 years. I'm not lying. In 3 years, the national debt has increased by over $5 trillion, and it has grown by $1 trillion.
No, he cut the debt in half. Now what are we supposed to do? He cut the debt in half. So what does that mean?
He didn't cut the debt in half, though.
He did. I'm not going to argue with you on that point. Your racist analysts don't want to tell you. Go to whitehouse.gov and click on Barack Obama's 2013 budget. It adds $1.3 trillion worth of spending, spending cuts, making the total deficit reduction $8 trillion. It's already been paid. 7 point whatever has been paid. $7.3 trillion paid to the debt. 1.3 trillion will make it even 8 trillion, and that will cut the deficit in half. Because Bush spent $12.3 trillion. Obama spent $2 on the stimuluses. So that's just a lie about spending and deficits. That's what they told you to say.
What are you talking about?
Dumbass.
In 3 years, over $5 billion. That is the most for any American president.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
I'm not lying. Okay, you said it. Now you can't take it back because you said it. Now let me tell you the truth.
I'm not taking it back. I didn't take it back.
Okay. Now can I tell you the truth?
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Now, the reason I told you to go to whitehouse.gov 2013 Obama budget is because your racist handlers, can't get to that site because it's a government website, and if they hack that site, they go to prison. So they can't get to that site. So the actual budget is there, and the budget is this. Let me explain it to you, as dumb as you are. There's 1.3.
I'm really not dumb at all. I wish you would stop saying that because we have different.
Stupid. But listen, let me talk to you because you're dumb. All right, now $1.3 trillion in spending for this 2013 budget. Do I need to repeat that? $1.3 trillion in new spending, discretionary spending. Did you hear that?
Right, new spending, which means that that's not attributed with
right
he's already proposed for us to spend.
Listen, $1.3 trillion.
Oh my God, this is
let me finish. I'm not finished. Also in the same budget is $1.3 trillion of deficit reduction payment to pay off the debt. Now, here's what your racist handlers are doing. They're taking that $1.3 trillion. Only a third of that money is borrowed. The rest comes out of the Treasury. It's not all borrowed money. And then the $1.3 trillion in deficit reduction to pay off Bush's debt, that 1.3, they're adding it in to the 1.3 in spending and saying, oh, he spent $5 trillion. No, he didn't. He spent equal parts spending cuts with every dime that he spent. So it was a wash. So the president has done that with all 4 budgets since he's been in office. All 4 budgets, every single one, was 100% spending cuts to every dime that he spent. That's how he's governed, responsibly. Bush didn't do that. Bush spent $12.3 trillion, didn't spend one dime on the debt. Dick Cheney got on TV and said deficits don't matter. We'll just pass it off to the black guy who comes up next, who's president next time. So your argument that Barack Obama is spending out of control and spent $5 trillion, it's a lie. Not a lie, because he did spend $5 trillion, but no, he offset it with equal cuts. He did. And I'm be honest.
No, he didn't.
Listen, one more thing, one more lie that your racist handlers are lying to you. The TARP bailout, while Bush consulted President Obama, and President Obama agreed to it, Bush signed that because it was in his last month in office. So the bank bailout to Bush's rich white Wall Street buddies, Bush did that. That was $2.7 trillion. Yeah. So the total that Bush spent was $12.3 trillion. The total that President Obama spent was $2 trillion on those 2 stimuluses. Now, you talk about limited government. How the hell can you talk about limited government when Bush spent 12.3 and Obama spent 2, but he returned?
Okay. Once again, I am not a champion of Bush.
It doesn't matter. He's all you got. Bush was the last
He's
Republican.
Not all I have. What are you talking about?
Republican president, dummy. You can't do that. You can't say, well, I don't support Bush. I just support getting rid of the black guy because he's black. No, that don't work.
I don't support getting rid of him because he's black.
You messed up.
And the fact that our nation was even to a point where we could elect a black president. What I have a problem with is the fact that he has as an embarrassment to black people. That is my problem with Barack Obama. Oh, yes.
He doesn't listen to you because he got Bin Laden. You were embarrassed that Obama got Bin Laden. You were embarrassed that Obama grew the economy 25%.
Black president didn't have more black people on food stamps than ever in the nation. One thing I'll say.
Grants. He gave 50 million people affordable health care, and that embarrasses your dumb black ass? Are you crazy?
Yes, because I don't believe in any of it. I don't believe that I should have to pay for anybody else's health care other than my own.
Well, the health care mandate puts you to pay for it yourself. You don't believe in paying for your own health care?
Not if I don't want it. What if I don't want health care?
It doesn't matter. If you get by a bus, they're going to drag your dumb ass into the emergency room, and we're going to have to pay for it. When you want to have the white boy's baby, we're going to have to pay for it. You selfish, lazy.
I don't even. What are you talking about? When am I ever going to have a child with a white man?
You ever get sick? Are you crazy? You don't think you're going to die? Dumb as you are?
Oh, I said that you told me when I have a baby with a white man, and I'm just trying to figure out when we.
When you have the baby with the gay dude, you and Tinkerbell have the.
Well, that wouldn't even make sense because if he's gay, I doubt that I would be having sex with him. I mean, he's one. You should not insist him because
Terry McMillan on us.
Melissa has nothing.
You gonna do a
and has absolutely nothing to do with anything. So you insulting me is fine, but I'm not going to allow you to insult him. One. And two,
do you have any more argument?
You would like him. You would like him. He's not Republican. He's a Democrat.
It doesn't matter. He spanked you. He beat you. He governed. Bush didn't. You lost.
What?